Delarite, my MVVs, welcome. Hello, my lovely Delarites. I don't know if you know what is going on, what is making the rounds on social media right now is that, critics, they want to finish our very own Ooni of Ife over the fact that he literally forced his men. This is a group of people that used to go with him to Dobale for President Tinubu's wife. Now, if you have been following the media, even though I didn't report that information, reasons best known to me, Ooni of Ife had visited the president lately, okay? I think, was it earlier in the week? Ooni of Ife visited the president of Nigeria, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, to discuss national matters. So when Ooni of Ife was leaving, he met the wife, that is Senator Remi Tinubu, and his followers, all Ooni of Ife's men greeted the president's wife, but Kabiyesi thought that they had not greeted well enough. As a custodian of culture, he basically ordered them to, dobale again, very well, flat to the ground to greet that woman. But that video has been making the rounds on social media. Critics and they want to finish Kabiyesi over that singular act, and so I just thought I should bring it here so that, of course, whatever you think, you put it down in the comment section. Now, it's been a lot of noise in the media lately. Some critics, especially online, have gone on, long run condemning the Ooni of Ife after one of his palace aides was seen performing the dobale, not one of his palace aides. They were all prostrating flat on the ground for Nigerian First Lady Senator Remi Tinubu. Now, they met, okay, Ooni met with the president's wife and they greeted usually, normally. But Kabiyesi thought that wasn't enough. And, Kabiyesi has got a great sense of humor and he said, okay, they should dobale again. Now, that has become an issue. The backlash has been intense, mostly from those who feel frustration towards the Tinubu administration. But the truth is the frustration is being wrongly directed at the Ooni of Ife, a highly respected traditional ruler who only visited to discuss national development and cultural matters with the president. Let's pause and truly reflect on what happened. And more importantly, who the Ooni of Ife is. The Ooni of Ife is not just a king, he is a custodian of the Yoruba culture, the spiritual leader of the Yoruba people globally, and one of the most revered monarchs in Africa. His presence anywhere commands attention, respect, and dignity. So when the Ooni visited, or when Ooni visits anyone, whether a traditional ruler, a president, or a first lady, he does so not as a politician, but as a father figure, a bridge builder, and a symbol of heritage. Delarite, you understand, right? Now, in Yoruba tradition, dobale is not a gesture of weakness or political submission. It is cultural. It is a mark of respect. In fact, among the Yoruba, prostrating to elders, dignitaries and important guests is something done every single day. The eight, who perform dobale did so as part of, their duty, okay? To represent the high level of respect embedded in Yoruba tradition. It was not about Remi Tinubu as a politician or a politician's wife, but about her current national status and the kind of courtesy extended to her office, okay? What then are people expecting from the Ooni of Ife? Should he abandon culture because the current administration is unpopular among some people? Should he keep quiet and refuse to attend important national dialogues because citizens are upset with the government? That would be irresponsible. The Ooni is not a social media influencer or political commentator. He is a royal father whose role includes advising, engaging, and even correcting those in power, but always with respect, diplomacy, and dignity. Okay? Yes. Now, Delarite, let's be clear. The Ooni's visit to the president, was not a political endorsement. It was part of national duty. Nigeria is going through difficult times right now, economically, socially, and emotionally. What the nation needs is healing, unity, and cultural reminders of who we are. And no one embodies the role better than the Ooni of Ife. His presence in such places is a symbol of tradition, not politics. And besides, is President Tinubu is it Tinubu? Tunubu. Is it not the Yoruba man? Why are they carrying this thing and making it such an issue and making it look as if Kabiyesi has done anything wrong? It is dangerous to allow personal frustration to blow our understanding of culture and leadership. They only didn't ask his aide to, to clean president's wife foot or to carry their handbag or shoe. Only said dobale, dobale. Go and look at that video. That was what he was saying. He felt like the way they greeted was not sufficient. And he asked them to do more. And right now, everybody is looking at that. That's becoming such an issue. It happened openly, as it should. Yoruba culture has always emphasized respect. The younger bows for the elders. The subject show honor to the seat of power. It does not mean you agree with every decision the leader makes, but you respect the office. We also have to ask ourselves, if the aide had refused to prostrate and instead behaved rudely, what would the same critics have said? Donnie would have been accused of pride, of promoting disrespect. You see, this is the issue. Some people just want to find fault, no matter what. But traditional rulers must rise above the noise, and the Ooni has done just that. In fact, insiders say the Ooni used the visit to raise cultural and, national issues with the First Lady as well. Discussions included, youth empowerment, women development, palace community partnership and strategic cultural programs that could help reposition Nigeria globally. So this was not a social call, it was a working visit, deliberate and respectful. And this visit has gone very far to show that Kabiyesi has got no problems with you, because people continue to say that Kabiyesi has a problem with Tinubu. Kabiyesi does not like the reign of Tinubu and all of that. He may not particularly agree with it. He has said a lot of things about that, and the insecurity and all of that. But he is a father, a royal father, who is supposed to give counsel. And now people might even argue that, okay, the president is older than him. Fine, but as the Ooni of Ife, he is the father of all of them, no matter how old they are. Let's also not forget that the Ooni of Ife is not a newcomer to this space. He has hosted presidents, foreign dignitaries, royal families, and even UN representatives. He has always carried himself with grace, wisdom, and diplomacy. He has never been seen dragging issues on social media or getting involved in political drama. That's leadership. With all the drama that they are doing, Ooni of Ife this, Ooni of Ife this, win this, win that, win that. If he was dragging issues on social media, would anybody stay? But then he is a great king. What people also fail to realize is that traditional rulers like the Ooni of Ife play silent but powerful roles in shaping government policies, especially on culture, youth development, and spiritual matters. They meet with heads of state, not for headlines, but for long-term peace and national growth. To interpret such a visit as supporting the First Lady or endorsing bad leadership is simply a misunderstanding of what the Ooni stands for, and people should try and understand things with the man. I'll bring you more update. I appreciate you so much. Do not forget, these are all alleged, rumored, unverified information making the rounds on social media and should not be seen as fact.